What's happening, Wargamers? Welcome to another Star Wars Shatterpoint Battle Report. As usual, I'm joined by Alex.
Hello.
Hey. And we have some kind of Empire violence going on today. So we got some Veers and Thrawn, we got some Lando and Hunter kicking around here. So we're going to take a look at those squads in just a second. But before we do that, remember, if you like what you see here, get that algorithm going. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to support the channel monetarily, you can go to patreon.com/AegisBrandStudios. A couple bucks a month. Keeps the lights on, keeps content current. You can also use YouTube memberships or go to iwargame.net, use code AegisBrand, let them know we sent you, and pick yourself up one of these great pre-marked battle maps for either Shatterpoint or Crisis Protocol. All right, so I like that I don't see Vader. I like that I don't see the ISFs. I still see Thrawn.
You still see Thrawn because he's very cool. But we're going full Stormtrooper spam today because I keep loving to find out over and over again that Death Trooper Escort is a Stormtrooper.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to have a great time with this list today. We're just Stormtroopers shooting people. We get to do Veers blowing up points. Thrawn doing his cool battle tactics stuff. Not much to say.
Yeah, no, it's pure Imperial aggression.
Yeah.
And across the way, we have Lando teaming up with Hunter. And they've brought, Lando's brought the ISFs to bear here, while Hunter has Wrecker and Omega and the Elite Squad Troopers to bail him out here. So it's kind of like Imperial adjacent. It's Lando has collected a bunch of dissatisfied Imperial agents here and Hask.
It's Empire in air quotes.
Yeah, exactly. So there we go. All right, the skirmish over this little desert planet outpost is about to begin. We got all the Stormtrooper Imperial aggression lined up and ready to commit atrocious acts of Imperial murder.
That's the plan.
And then we have the Imperial adjacents over here ready to respond and basically fight for their lives. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here, but we will see. Before everything gets going, who is going in reserve? Oh, you get to choose a Stormtrooper and put it in reserve.
I get to choose a Stormtrooper and put it in reserve, but that's after we reveal the first struggle card.
Right. So first struggle card, and I have one priority here, so it faces me. So we got locate the asset.
Okay.
So we got that nice little weaving pattern right there. And is it DTE?
It's going to be DTE, yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
But it's important that I got to see that.
All right, so we're going to kick off with Lando's team with the Elite Squad, and actually, you know what? I'm pretty good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Elite Squad, first one is just going to move around to this corner here. Second one is just going to move right up to there. Let's drop a force for let's drop a force to do a tactical advance here.
Okay.
Because what we can do is we can tactically advance to this ingress point. Get them right up there. And we can tactically advance past this ingress point to get over to there. And they will now focus, and I'm just curious. So I'm not within there, but I am within there.
Okay.
But can't see you.
Oh, got him.
Yep, can't see you.
So instead of focus, hunker then?
Well, no, it's not an option.
Oh, it's part of the
tactical advances is it's so unfortunately because I can't see you there because that is a elevation up. I spent a force.
I mean, you took 2 points. It's not a bad thing.
I will take 3 points, sir, because I got my back point too.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that was a good start by the elite trooper. Before we forget, I do have another action here, so we're just gonna hunker, and we'll just get him up there a little bit more, and we'll just. Oh wait, the ingress point is on my side here. So I'm just going to, I like being backstopped, so we're just going to backstop right there.
Makes sense.
All right, so DT coming on reserve right away.
Yep, and we're going to be getting some Imperial efficiency to get these snow troopers moving up.
Thankfully, they have not yet taken damage.
Does he hit that ingress point? I think so.
I'll trust your judgment.
Yeah. So just up to here.
Sure. I believe you.
And then the other guy also gets to do it. Very cool.
Yeah. And then DT himself.
A tactical advance of my own.
Yeah. So dash forward, get a focus.
And then we're going to be shooting into this guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he had it coming. I don't know what for, but I'm sure he had it coming.
Probably.
So, oh man, I should have actually stayed behind the train. Then I would have actually had a 6 to die.
So I'm going to be rolling 7 normally, +1 for focusing, +1 for sharpshooter.
Yep, so 9
and
dice.
then +1 for coordinated offensive for having a snowtrooper there.
Oh, you got lots of snowtroopers within range here.
It's for each unit.
Yeah. No, I know. You just had plenty of options there. That's all I was getting at.
Only 2 fails.
Yeah, a lot of expertise though.
4 expertise.
Yeah, which is just 2 crits,
1
I think.
shy. No, it's a crit and a damage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, 5 is where it's 2 crits.
I think my clone armor is not really doing a whole lot for me here. I'm just blocking 2. So 3 are still going through.
3 going through,
which
plus
got your
a
shove.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah, you got your shove.
So that's going to be... Do I get you off in 2 shoves?
In 2, I believe so. Oh yeah, 2 you should be able to get me off.
Yeah, so it'll be 3 damage, 4 with the expertise.
Yep.
A disarm and 2 cool shoves.
So I was expecting to be dead. So I mean, I'm alive, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, rolling 4 expertise on DT is never fun.
Yeah. One more success on my part would have been super, but it is what it is. And away I go, and I get to keep my hunker.
Yep.
Just gonna move over to this dude over here.
Wow, what the heck.
Yeah.
I'll follow up twice, and then I will use my second action to hunker.
Yeah, and you're gonna steal a point, and you're gonna score 2.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, there we go. Back over, and we got Wrecker and Omega, and hey, we're gonna make them Empire, I think.
What the heck?
Yeah. All right, Wrecker will bulldoze his way up to here. Rawr, there we go. And then I think what we're gonna do is take a look at some stuff here. All right, I was thinking about maybe like doing like 2 shooting actions here, but instead we're just gonna get Wrecker right up here.
My hunker.
Your hunkers. And we're just gonna punch you in the face. We're gonna do a coordinated fire expose onto you as well, because I can do that because they're Empire in this game.
What the heck?
I know, right? But I'm not within range of a scout here, so no extra Hask die on this one.
Okay.
And I will stay on boom side, I think.
All right. I'm blocking 4.
Wow, that was 4 fails on my part there. Oh wait, and then I forgot, I am a Bad Batch. I can change one thing to a expertise or a strike. You're blocking 4?
Yeah.
Neither matter. Oh wait, no, change it to an expertise. That gives me another
Which makes
crit.
you a crit, yeah.
That gives me another
So
crit.
2 crits go through?
2 crits go through, so I'm going to pin the DTE. I'm going to deal 1 damage after protection. Sadly, there's no shove happening here, so I'm going to go the bottom route. So you're actually going to take 2 damage after protection.
Okay.
Because I'll go the bottom route on this
And
one.
am I getting pinned?
You're still getting pinned
Yeah.
because that's number 1 on the tree there.
Okay.
And I'll just score 2 myself, and we'll both get some momentum.
Alrighty.
All right, coming off a really good defensive roll there. Stormtroopers.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, no, they can sneak up and grab another point easily. Stormtroopers.
Yep, we're going to start with a assault tactics. Get this guy round the corner and up this ingress point.
Moving around a little bit. Yep.
He can fit here, I promise.
I think what's happening, yeah, we'll allow it. I mean, this terrain is unfortunately scaled for Legion,
Yeah.
so it's slightly too small, but I can rectify that down the road eventually. And they'll take a damage for a focus?
Yep.
Okay. And they're range 5, right?
I think I'm in. Yeah,
Sure looks that way.
and they are range 5, yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely in with
All right,
both there.
well, they're taking a damage for a focus, and they're going to be using it.
All right, so they're about to take a pot shot. Which one's for shooting first?
We're going to start with this one back here, shooting into you.
Yep. And you have the DTE within range, so extra die being added on
8
this.
dice.
We're both rolling a lot of fails today.
Yeah. And then 2 expertise on them is a crit and a damage.
All right. Well, my 2 expertise, I'll block 3 and 2 crits go through, it looks like.
Yep. So 2 crits and a damage, which...
Can you deal 3 points of damage?
Yeah. It's going to be 3 points of damage, counting the expertise, and then you're going to get pinned and strained.
All right. Well, that is the whole gamut on my mooks here, and they are down.
And then I might as well take another shot at you because...
Can you add the last condition?
I can't add the last condition, but on 2 successes I can get a recover to heal.
Oh, you didn't take the recover last time? Okay.
No.
All right.
So this is just 7.
Yeah, you got the 2 successes there.
And then 3 expertise is...
I'll block 4 this time.
another crit and a damage, so 3 crits go through.
Jeez, Stormtroopers just rolling crits for days here.
So this is going to be 2 damage, neat, 2 recovers,
Yep.
gets that damage off of them.
Yeah, and there's nowhere you can push
I
me.
get a shove, but I can follow up.
Yes, sir.
So,
Okay, so actually, if we're treating this as something you can't shove me past,
That's fair.
yeah, you
you're
won't
right.
be able to shove yourself past that one either.
Right.
Yeah, just consistency, right?
No, that makes sense. And then
You have an action though,
Yeah, let's do a little move.
because you should be able to take this back point here easily enough. And the other stormtrooper should be able to get within 2 of this point and
The
flip it
dream. Yeah.
for big score. That's a momentum and 4 points.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Jeez.
Big turn for Stormtroopers.
Starting off strong. All right, things are not going so well for me at the moment. And we got Lando here, eh? All right, we're going to do a Sabak shift. I'm going to go back up to 5 Force, and we're just going to top deck into Mr. Hunter, who is now Empire. So we're going to activate We Prefer Going to Them, and what we're going to do is we're just going to move Wrecker over to this ingress point.
Ooh, smart.
To get him up to here, which will flip that point back for me. And then Hunter himself is going to go have words, I think, with the DTE over here. We're going to switch over to Knife Fighter before I do this.
Yep, because you're going to do the dash in.
Yeah, I'm going to do the dash in, and we're gonna hope for the best with Hunter here. And now we got 5 dice going into. That's actually not a bad roll on this one.
4 expertise is 2 blocks, so blocking 3.
I'll get a crit and a dash on there, and 2 will go through. So we're just going to shove the DTE back to there. We will follow up to there, and now we'll do our other combat action. Well, our actual combat action, and we're just going to throw, I guess, 7 dice at you. And how much health do you have left? You have 5?
5, which means you need to do 6 damage.
I can do it if I full tree. You know what? Why not?
Spend a force for the.
Spend a force for coordinated fire. I almost spent 2 force there.
I'd be fine with you.
Yeah, I
spending
know
2
you
force.
would be.
Yeah, there you go.
No fails though, so I don't get to modify any of those things, which is unfortunate.
Oh no!
Well, I mean, 5 expertise is just 2 crits, a pin, and a reposition.
So the pin is a damage.
So 3 crits and a pin basically, and a reposition. All right, so I'm not taking the DTE down, but I am shoving him all over the place here.
Yeah.
Hunter will just keep moving up a little bit more. And the DTE will just go right back into this rock here.
Okay. And then you said he's getting strained as well?
He's going to be strained as well. I do have a reposition and everything. I don't know if I actually care to use it because I think I just kind of want to hold down this point with Hunter at the moment. I think that's where I'm at. So, yeah, that's where we're going to end with Hunter.
All right.
We'll take this point and the middle point back and score 3. And we'll get some momentum for that.
All right.
All right, Empire responds with the Sergeant.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, he's cool. All right, Stormtrooper Sergeant going to do what he does best, is supervise.
Yep. With inexorable advance, we're going to deal a damage to the snowtroopers and get them up onto this point.
Yes, sir. There we go.
Let's get this one.
Yeah, and they're going to take a damage for
Yes.
that, I believe, right?
But that's worth it.
That's worth it. They steal the point from Hunter.
And then am I already within
No, you're...
5? No.
Yeah.
So we are going to have to move.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Well, here's the other thing. If you can push Wrecker off, you're going to be winning the tie, right? Because I think you're within... Oh, no, you're not quite
If I
within
get
2.
shoves to push you off, then I will be within 2.
All right. Well, I guess Wrecker's taking a punch to the face?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got 5 dice for this.
I start at 6.
You're going to go up
then-
to 8.
I think I go up to 8, yeah.
No, 9.
9?
DTE, Snowtroopers, and Stormtroopers.
Oh, shoot.
You're
yeah.
adding 1 per unit.
Yeah.
So you're going up to 9 dice on this.
9 die attack. All right.
Yes, sir. To my 5. That's
Pretty good.
Good crits right there.
1 expertise on him is a crit and a pin.
Well, I think you got what you wanted there because I'm only blocking 1.
Okay.
So you full treat.
So I full tree.
Yes.
I'm not killing you, but I am getting
You're shoving me off.
4 damage, a reposition, a recover that does nothing, and 2 shoves.
So 3 damage after protection. But the 2 shoves is what hurts. That was a bad defense roll for me.
Yeah. So shove number 1.
How many shoves you got?
2 shoves. Oh yeah, that's shove. This
yeah.
is me following up on shove number 1.
And then I'm just going to strip the pin with my recover.
Yeah. Can I actually use my reposition to get to that?
I'm
ingress
body
point?
blocking
You
it.
are body blocking
Yeah,
it? How dare you? But I'll still take that. That's still scoring a whole
still
bunch.
flips you the point. This struggle is, unless something big happens, this struggle is very much yours because you're just scoring 4 back all of a sudden.
Yep.
So this has been a very quick situation at the moment. Back over, we're going to get the ISFs who, hey, they're already Empire, so they don't need to be made anything. Not that they can, they're scoundrels. All right, so what we got going on here, I wonder, can a dash put me within 1? I think it does.
Ooh, that's tight.
I'm going to risk it.
Yep.
I'm going to risk it for the biscuit because I want to get the focus regardless, right?
Yeah, you're using it no matter what.
Yeah, that puts me within 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll take this point back. This guy is going to dash down to there. And we've now focused. We haven't used an action, and we are going to do a little shooty shoots, I think, into some stormtroopers. All right, so we are going to start with this ISF over here, shooting into that stormtrooper.
Yep.
So this is going to be 8 dice with a free strike from Hask. Oh my.
I'm blocking 3.
Blocking 3. So my 1 expertise here is going to be 2 strikes.
Which means 4 go through.
So 4 are going to go through here. So that's actually pretty darn good.
Pretty darn good.
We're going to do 5 damage, a pin, and a strain. And you only have, what, 3 health left?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother spending any force for a coordinated anything here.
That makes sense.
And because if I can get 2 successes through, I get what I need. And then we'll
blocking
get
3 again.
Free strike. That's a full tree. That is a full tree,
That's
sir.
at least 2.
So we're just going to use his reposition. We're just going to get right there.
Okay.
Because that body blocks you a little bit more.
That's fair.
In that front. And we're going to flip these 2 points.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll do a take cover. Oh, actually.
Sure.
Hold up a second. We'll do a recover on Wrecker.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep, just give him back some health here.
Makes sense.
Oh, no, you have a lot of shooting. You have a lot of
Yeah.
shooting. We're going to take cover.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we'll take cover instead on that front there. And yeah, we flip those 2 points. I get some momentum and score 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's another momentum for me as well. Okay, so ISF's had a pretty good turn there.
Yeah.
All right, who we got?
A battle tactic.
Okay. So, yeah. All right, so choosing the bottom.
Yeah, so we're going to deal 2 damage to the snowtroopers, but they're going to do a little dash right up to this point here, which does just take it.
Yeah, well, at the moment, we'll see if I can respond in any way.
Yeah.
So, and then who do we have next?
Another battle tactic.
Oh boy. All right, so Thrawn is going to reposition and get strained.
We're just going to go right over this not size 1.
Okay. And then I believe you have Shatterpoint, Thrawn, and Veers left in your deck.
So we have
The Shatterpoint. All right. All right, so who's the lucky activation?
We're going with the stormtroopers. They're going to wake up and get rid of their strain.
Oh, not the pin.
No, because they're going to do a move action. This one's going to fail.
Okay, he's already on the point, so
Yeah.
we're good there.
And then this one's going to walk
Yeah.
just past and knock over the stormtrooper supervisor.
Which gets you a second guy on the point. So,
And then we're just going to shoot some special forces.
all right, so 6, 7 dice coming in, it looks like.
It is going to be 7, sweet.
Well, because you got this sergeant right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's range 5, is it not? Yeah. So
Oh, it's I don't think they count themselves.
Or alternate. Well, the stormtrooper sergeant count.
Yeah, but they start at 5.
Oh, they start at 5.
Yeah.
So you shoot this ISF then.
Okay.
Granted, I do have cover, so I'm rolling 2 extra dice, but you would also get an extra die, an extra die, and an extra die. So you'd be rolling 3 extra dice for it.
Sure. Why the heck not?
All right, cool. I do not mind that. I'm rolling 6 dice for.
So I'll be rolling 8.
Oh, 7 dice for this actually. I might have not rolled enough dice for my my other guys. I don't know. Who knows?
Anyways, 8 die.
We're both seeing a lot of fails today.
1 expertise on the stormtroopers is a pin.
Is a pin. My 3 expertise is going to be. I'm going to block 4 with a recover.
I get 1 through.
You get 1 through. Yep.
Take a damage and get pinned.
I will. Do I eat the pin? I'll get rid of the pin because yeah.
Okay.
Because either way, if you get enough successes again, I'm taking the damage again anyway.
Yeah.
So, all right.
And then the other one's going to shoot the one who's not in stupid terrain cover.
Yeah, it makes sense. Why give me the extra dice on that one, right? That's a lot of.
3 expertise is a crit and a damage.
So that crit and that damage are going to go through then.
All right, 2 damage.
So yeah, because that's all I got going through here. So I will have taken 3 total on the ISFs, which I actually came away from that a lot better than I thought here.
Yeah.
Which is really kind of cool. You still to flip the point.
Which means I score 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you score 4, which is the struggle. All right, I'm very much a victim of imperial efficiency today because this is, oh, good grief. I hate all those points, to be honest. I'm going to choose this one, I guess.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so this one stays active. This one becomes active over
which
here.
I don't have anyone on.
And then this one becomes active, which I don't have anyone on at the moment either.
Yeah.
All right. The priority point is going to be this back one right over here.
Okay.
I'm hoping for Hask. That's
Yeah.
what I want to see here. Hey, Mr. Hask. Hask is going to spend our last force. We're going to get this ISF to hit this ingress point just to get up to there. And then Hask himself, I realized it was actually repositioned there, not a other thing, but
yeah.
And then Hask himself is going to take a walk over to there, and I got no force left to do anything here, which is unfortunate. So we're just gonna take a shot. All right, and we are within 5 of another ISF here. So here we go, 7 dice with a free strike. Of course.
I'm blocking 5.
Okay, that's actually a pretty good Hask roll too.
Yeah? Oh, those crits are good, yeah.
The Hask roll is going to be a crit and a damage.
Okay, so you're going to get 3 crits and a damage.
3 is what I needed.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 is exactly what I neaded, because that's going to be 5 damage and a strain.
6 damage.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold up a second here. It does take you down. All right, we're not going to kill you. We're just going to shove you. And so shove you once right down to there. We are going to follow up to there. Then we're just going to shove you away again. So you're engaged with Hunter.
Okay.
And then we're going to do another follow-up and a reposition, or not a reposition, a dash, just to get up there.
Yep.
Because that's going to flip this point for us.
Which means you'll score 3.
Yeah, because I'll take this point as well, which is very important for me. And that will be 3 points for the not Empire. All right, your priority is going to be the back point there, which is up for grabs.
Yeah.
Which actually I kind of like. It means Veers is a very telegraphed move
No,
here.
I'm okay with this. Absolutely.
All right, Hask or not Hask, Veers. Yeah.
Gonna pull back this supervisor. He's gonna go have a talk to him.
Motivational talk.
Yeah.
And what's the range of Veers?
Range 5.
Range means nothing in this game.
Range means nothing.
So yeah, is my ISF about to take a pot shot?
That is the plan, yeah.
All right. Well, I got 5 base plus 1 for cover, 1 for hunker.
I've got 7 plus nothing.
All right. Okay, ISFs, be a hero. I see a crit. I don't like seeing crits.
I like seeing crits.
That's a lot of things.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Jeez, if the crits could just lay off a little bit here. I am going to block 3, though.
Okay, so 2 will go through.
2 are going to go through. Can you deal 3 points of damage in 2?
And a shove.
Well, the shove's not going to really do much, but yeah, the 3 points of damage does take me down.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal.
We do like murder here.
Yeah, so that gives you some momentum. Yeah, okay. Is Veers doing anything else, or is he just kind of going to his end step here?
Well, before we get too far, we did kind of miss me doing a move action with a primary unit for Hunter.
That is very true. That is very true. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, since you're giving it to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Since you're giving it to me.
You've given it to me so many times in the past.
You know what, though? I'm not going to take advantage of it, because I have a plan.
Okay.
I have a plan. So,
he has a plan.
do you want to have Veers have anyone make a 5-die attack?
I do think that's still a good idea. Besides,
you have
spending
the force, and you got 2 cards left.
Yeah. So we're gonna spend a force.
What's the range?
Oh, it's range 4.
Range 4.
I think we're in. Yeah, we're in.
Oh, you're gonna make them take a shot?
Well, if I do it with the Death Trooper escort, he dies.
You're gonna. Oh, it's just a support. That's right.
Yeah.
Not a secondary.
Sorry, it is a Stormtrooper supporting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
within
it's got
4.
to be.
It has to be them. So they get to dash, then either gain a hunker, remove a condition, or do a 5-die.
Yep.
Think. Does range 4 hit the guy in front? Yes.
Yeah. No, it doesn't quite hit him.
Okay. So it's going to be this guy. He's going to dash over this way.
Sure. And he's just gonna hunker. ISFs are down, so...
There's no one really to shoot, so we're just going to gain a hunker.
Okay, and now it's bombardment!
Yeah, it's bombardment
You can choose any objective you want.
I think... Man, as juicy as this one is, there's only one target.
They're also both down.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Wrecker's up.
I guess Wrecker. It's going to be that one.
Yeah, do some damage to Hask.
So you do get to dash with him if you want.
Okay, you know what? I am going to dash him off the point.
So he doesn't take the 3 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so actually, why is Hask dashing off the point? I'm just going to take 3.
Okay, well, then you took 3.
Yeah, I'm just going to take 3.
All right.
I don't know why I was thinking Hask jumps off the point, but there's no... I don't think there's actually any real benefit for that. Hask has a clapback, which I can push you around with anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're fine with that.
Okay.
And you are going to score 2 points.
I will. And a momentum.
1, 2. There we go. That is going to be priority point for me.
Yeah.
And we're going to sabak shift this.
Okay.
We're going to give him a... I don't know. So the sabak shift, we'll give Lando a disarm, and we'll shuffle him back in, and then we will get the Shatterpoint. I forgot I had that in the deck, to be honest. All right, so Hunter's going to activate. Oh, first off, we prefer going to them.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, we definitely prefer going to them. We are going to
reposition
Wrecker.
Yeah.
Up.
I mean, it's
actually, we're gonna advance him over to here. Actually,
okay.
Get him engaged with a whole bunch of. Actually, we'll just advance him right over there.
That makes
Get him
sense.
engaged with a whole bunch of tunes, because that actually slows you down a little bit. Mm-hmm. Then we're going to spend a force, and we are going to do a tactical shanking.
Mm-hmm. Who are you tactically shanking?
We're going to go into Thrawn.
Okay.
5 dice into Thrawn. Not a bad roll.
Not bad either.
I think I'm getting my... Oh, no, your crit mitigation is...
Yeah, so 2 is a block and a crit to a fail.
So 1 goes through.
Okay.
1 goes through then. So... Wait, no, you blocked how many?
3.
Oh, then nothing goes through.
Oh, cool. Good
then nothing goes through then. All right. So I guess Hunter's just going to hang out there. We're going to focus.
Okay.
So we got some knife fighter action going on here. So that's going to be 8 dice. Mm-hmm. I'm within 4 of a Galactic Empire Scout. Awesome. And we're going to spend my last force, and we're going to expose Thrawn as well.
What, you don't want me to crit mitigation again?
No, I do not.
I will block 3 though.
I'm going to use one of these crits to do, or one of these fails to do something. All right, once we factor in Hask's ability there,
yes.
We actually get 4 through, which changes a whole bunch of things here. So yeah, we'll change a fail to a strike here, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage plus a strain for a 6th damage.
Yep.
So that puts Thrawn within danger close range.
Yep.
And we're going to shove him twice. So shove number 1, back to there. Shove number 2.
Yeah, real out of position and
Back
dies to strain is a bad spot for him to be in.
I do have a dash, so what we're going to do with my dash here is we're just going to dash Hunter, I think...
He can definitely get onto that point.
Yeah, we're going to dash Hunter onto this point. Just give me some leeway once my next activation, which is going to be Lando happen, so it's not really going to be doing a whole lot regardless. And that is going to be Hunter all done, I guess.
Okay.
And I will score 3 points.
All right.
1, 2, 3. All right. Empire is going to be going after my ISF's point.
That's the one I'm in no position to take.
And it's Thrawn. Or do you...
Getting reserved for free.
For snowtroopers then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. By the way, do you want to... oh, no, because he'll die.
He will die. No, I really don't want to do that,
exactly.
actually.
All right. All right, so snowtroopers, spending a force, but not going to take the damage for a focus?
No. And your your elite squad are down.
Yeah, they're down, so...
I'm not worried about getting engaged with you.
No. You just want to have... So you have to do one more movement to get him within 2, but...
Yeah, we are going to climb with my actual move action.
Okay.
So he's going to get up to that back corner, I believe he was able to reach, because I believe I can climb this guy up to it.
All right, so unfortunately you weren't quite within range to do it, but you're still going to take this back point.
And then we don't want to shoot Hask. Well, I could shoot him and not kill him. Like, I can always stop shy. So I think we'll do that.
Okay. 5 days coming in. Who needs to focus?
It's a good fight. The expertise is a damage.
I'm going to block 2 and a recover.
Okay, so you can recover that damage I just put on you. And then 2 crits go through.
Yeah, what are the 2 crits doing?
2 damage and a pin.
I will...
So it's a total of 3 damage and a pin coming at you.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to eat... I'll just get rid of the pin and take the 3 damage. Yeah.
So,
so that's attack number 1.
attack number 2.
Actually,
Oh, sorry.
so you're actually swapping that to...
Yes, I forgot that they were super almost dead, and I took the 2 recovers instead.
Oh, okay, and you have a second shot. Oh,
Yes.
which I have your dice roll right there. Yeah. I will. So far, I'm blocking the 1 strike that's showing.
Yeah, and this is a crit and a damage. So a crit and a damage go through.
Guess who's dead? Oh no, I'm not dead.
You're not dead.
You jerk.
2 damage.
You jerk. I live because I recovered.
Yep.
Ugh. Yeah. Okay. All right, and then you flip this point back and you score 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And get the
And
momentum. Moving on means we got Lando up next. We got the back point with Veers and the sergeant on there. We're going to sabak shift to get 2 force back.
What the heck?
And I don't know. Sure, we'll strain him.
All right.
And then we'll just pull Lando again. So Lando wakes up. How you doing, you old pirate? He's going to choose himself as a scoundrel. He's going to dash, which will take 3 damage and strip the thing he just took.
Yeah, the strain.
And then we'll just put these conditions back on.
Okay.
Yep. Also, he's obviously Empire. We are going to, we're going to recover that disarm.
Okay.
And we're going to switch to pure sabak. And we're going to throw 8 dice plus a free one from Hask being right there.
Okay.
So this is going to be 8 plus 1 strike. That's a lot of fails.
Yep. I'm blocking 2.
You're blocking 2.
So.
And my one thing is going to be 2, so I'll just get rid of the expertise because that's 2 strikes right there.
So
and
5.
5 go through onto the snowtroopers. So we're going to do damage and a shove, followed by damage pin, then 2 damage, and then I guess more damage and a reposition is what we're up to. I can't really push you around anywhere.
No.
So, geez, I'm destroying the board state over here. So follow-up number 1. Wait, is it follow-up number 1? Yeah, because I got... No, I just got the 1 shove on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just got the 1 shove, and then we got the reposition, which, you know, we're just gonna once we find our tool here, we're just gonna reposition him to be in a slightly better spot right here, actually. No, actually, no. We're gonna reposition him over here because I want him to be within 2 of this point.
Yeah.
Just to make it a little bit more difficult. We're gonna get a focus for that, or an expertise for that. Wow, words failing me here. Momentum. You're going to get some momentum for that. I am also shuffling my deck, so yeah, okay. And with my 2 readied force, we're going to pin Thrawn, and we're going to put a strain onto the sergeant. So Thrawn is really not a good pull for you right now.
Bad activation.
Oh yeah, and he's next.
He's
awesome.
next.
And then the sergeant, if you decide to use your ability to add extra dice for stormtroopers, that is now a reactive ability.
Yep.
Which means he will take some damage for that.
For sure.
And then, yeah, I score 3 points. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, Imperial's countering with.
Okay.
That is going to be your back points. So you're
That's
going to
something
score 2.
I can work with.
Yep.
We're going with Thrawn.
Yes, sir. So Thrawn wakes up, or well, not wakes up, but
He's going to activate. We're going to take my first action to shake this strain.
yes, sir.
We're going to spend my last force for I want you to know failure utter defeat.
Yep.
Cool reposition. Good talk.
Okay.
It means the hunter doesn't move at me and I have force to burn, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, you did still technically perform a move action.
It's not an action.
Oh, no, that's right. That's right. Never mind. Yeah.
And then, we're going to shoot somebody.
All right. Who do you want to shoot? Hunter or Wrecker?
Probably Wrecker.
Wrecker? Yeah, okay. It makes sense to me. I got 5 dice for this.
I got 6.
Bring it on. Not a bad roll.
Not a bad 6. 2 fails, though.
So I think
2 crits go through?
I think I'm blocking 2 and I get a recover. Yeah, 2 and a recover.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm going to do 2 damage to you.
So you'll deal 1.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I'm going to recover once.
Okay.
And get a dash.
All right. So you got a little bit of extra movement in him with him. That's not awful. He could have been a much worse activation for you. So, and I guess my recover will just get rid of that damage.
We'll just dash up to there so that we are on this back point in case it activates, because I don't think the struggle's mine, even though I am scoring 2.
Yeah, he'll score 2, and I'm teed up really nicely.
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be the point back here, which is still mine, so that's good. I'm going to be scoring 3 regardless this round.
All right.
So let's see what I can do. Lando. We're going to sabak shift Lando and just shuffle him back in. Instead of Lando, we have Wrecker and Omega. All right, so we're going to bulldoze outside of range 2 of a bunch of your tunes here. So I think we go over here, and we just make sure we're...
Yep, you are good to go.
And I want to make sure I'm out of 2 of Sergeant as well.
You are also good to go.
All right, so I'm not shoving anyone, which sucks, but it is what it is. We're going to start with a little shooty shoot into the Sergeant. So we're actually going to start with ha 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 yeah, because I need the movement here. So we are within range of a whole bunch of things. I'm going to add the extra strike to this because they're clearly Republic.
Empire,
Or Empire, yeah. Clearly they're Empire. The question is, do I want to expose you? No, I do not, because this is not a combat action.
And who are you hitting?
Stormtrooper Sergeant.
Okay.
Yeah. Not an awful roll. I'm going to get to add something to that.
Kind of an awful roll.
Only blocking 2 for you. Going up to 3 expertise does not actually change anything for me. So once we add
a combat action?
No, I don't believe it's just an attack action.
Oh,
so I don't get to actually change that.
So 3 go through.
How many? You were blocking 2?
Yeah, which you added crit, strike, and I blocked those
That's right.
strikes.
So 3 still go through.
3 still go through.
3 still go through. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 damage, a pin, a dash, which we're just gonna dash over to here, and then we're just gonna shove the Stormtrooper Sergeant away like that.
All right.
And then we have another attack coming in, which. Oh no! So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to shove you right there.
Right into that. Yeah, that makes sense.
I want to be able to punch you again.
Makes sense.
And now this one's the combat action. So this is my good stuff coming through here.
Okay, I'm blocking 3.
So that's a lot of fails. I hate that. This was my goodness. All right, so yeah, we add in Hask Strike, which actually I think that happens.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about Hask Strike.
Yeah, I think that actually happens at the end of everything. So I think after you remove my dice,
yeah,
I add in Hask Strike. So I'm going to get 3 through.
You'll get 4 through.
Oh yeah, because I got.
You had fails, which you convert one to expertise, which gives you a crit and a strike.
A crit and a strike, yeah.
And then I block.
And then you get rid of the strikes.
So 3 go through.
So 3 go through? Yeah. 3 successes was enough.
Yes.
So yeah, because that's going to be a whole bunch of damage going into you. Because I'm adding. Because 3 successes is going to be a pin, 5 damage, and a strain, which he already has.
That.
Yeah, so we're going to take you down. So we're going to get some expertise or some momentum for that, and we will take all 4 points, and that's going to be the struggle. All right, so my attrition really picked up there quite a bit, because looking at your team here, Thrawn is danger close to not being happy. Did he recover?
He did.
Oh, okay.
1 success on his attack into record.
That's right. Yep. That's right. Okay. But yeah, the DTE is 1 away from being down. The Stormtrooper Sergeant's down. The Snowtroopers are down. The Stormtroopers are...
They're fine.
They're okay at the moment. And Veers has not done anything. So, so we're going to find out what the last struggle is.
Okay.
Well, I see a point that Thrawn's on.
Yeah, there's a point that Thrawn's on, and that also puts the Stormtroopers on one, and no one on the other one, so we're going with that one.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, so obviously you choose to activate this one, and this one over here, so you're controlling 2 right off the hop.
And the priority is Thrawn's.
Thrawn's point, perfect. And who do you got?
The Shatterpoint.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's a convalescence of everything.
Yeah.
So Snowtroopers.
Snowtroopers, yeah.
So... yeah, geez, I did all this work over here only for the Snowtroopers to wake up and basically just kind of be meh.
So we're going to start with a move action.
Yep, so you shook the pin first off.
Yes, that was when they woke up.
Yep. And then this guy up here, get you right down to there. Cool. And you are out of engagement with Lando, so you do have your shooty shoot.
And then we're going to shooty shoot into Hask.
Into Hasky Hask? Okay. All right, let's see what happens here. That's actually a really good defense roll for Hask.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting... my expertise is a damage, and that's it.
I will block 4 and recover 1.
Okay, so you recover that damage that it's put on you?
Yeah.
All right.
So there we go.
Attack number 2?
Attack number 2.
That's better.
That's
3 expertise is a crit and a damage.
So
two crits.
I'm gonna block 3. I'm gonna recover, and I'm gonna reposition.
So I get 2 crits and a damage.
Yep.
So that's gonna be 3 damage and a pin.
So you want to take him down?
Yeah.
All right. So we're just going to do a little dash, staying out of engagement here, and we're gonna throw 5 dice at you and hope that I spike 5 crits.
All right.
5 crits, and the Snowtroopers go down.
Blocking 2.
Those are not crits. So one
your crit goes through.
My 1 crit goes through, which is just going to be. I guess I'll do. If I do that, yeah, I might as well shove my. I'll do 1 damage and I'll shove you.
Okay.
Because I might as well get him on the point, right?
Yeah.
Because that does put me on the point, even though he's down.
Yeah.
Oh, Yeah, and no, we're going to deal 2 points of damage to you. What am I thinking?
Okay, yeah, 2 damage.
He's down.
All right.
If he wakes up, it's not a problem. But you're going to score 4.
Yeah.
And you get some momentum, which it looks like you've already done there.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Good start.
Good start. All right, I'm in a bad spot here. This is going to be the priority objective over here.
The stormtroopers.
Yeah. And we got the elite troopers, eh? We're going to reserve. Oh, no! All right, I think we are getting into game territory here. I am not going to bother... is it really... Do I bother moving? I will dash him down to here, get him out of range 2 of the guys here. We're going to recover the disarm, and we're just going to shoot the snows.
Okay.
And we got 8 dice going into it. I debated doing a coordinated fire, but I think I need the other force if things go well for me here. Things might have actually gone okay for me here.
Yeah, I'm only blocking 2.
Only blocking 2, so we'll get rid of that. And then I get a free strike from Hask.
Yep.
Woo!
That's your tree.
That is my tree. I got what I needed.
You got what you needed.
I got what I needed. So we're going to go the route that pins you. I did get a reposition here. None of my shove angles actually work for me.
Yep.
So
the
boo earns for
reposition
that.
is the important part.
The reposition is the important part. We're going to get over here. Now, sadly, I didn't take the priority objective, which really sucks. So I'm only going to score 1 and a momentum, which means you are...
Another momentum as well.
And another momentum. But it means you're a good dice roll away from basically just winning this game.
Yeah, it could end soon.
All right, what do we got? So priority
That's the stormtroopers point.
So you're scoring 3.
And I have a battle tactic.
Oh boy, okay. All right, so battle tacticing the stormtroopers.
Yep, they're just going to be doing a dash and taking 2 damage for their trouble.
Yep. Now you've been winning this game based off the backs of your stormtroopers. Like they've been
doing
just
amazing.
Oh, they've just been in excellent positions for you a lot of this game here. And what do you got?
The Death Trooper escort.
All
I
right.
think I might reserve.
That's fair. Okay, which leads us to... Okay, I have a turn.
Yep.
I have a turn here because Veers cannot get to this back point. So let's see what I can do. All right, so Veers is up.
Yep, we're going to start by getting this stormtrooper to dash.
Yes, sir. After he made all that movement to get ahead there.
And then we are going to pay a force for I will have results. That stormtrooper is going to do a 5-die attack into Wrecker.
Oh, you're just starting off with that
I'm starting
one.
off with it, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So bring on the hopeful not pain. So 5 dice coming in.
Oh, dang. That expertise is going to be a pin.
Well, I'm going to block 2 and I'm going to turn a crit to a strike.
So you block 2.
Yeah.
2 go through. That's going to be 2 damage and a strain, plus a pin.
So I'll take, oh, you got the strain in there as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough. That's actually really bad for me. All right. Well, I'll take 1 damage and I'll get strained.
Yep.
And Veers is getting feisty?
Yeah, so we're flipping over to let the rebel come, and then we're going to focus and punch you.
All right, get rid of these strikes here.
8 die going into you.
All right, let's see if Wrecker can hold on.
Only 1 fail.
Ooh, but that's 5 successes. That's
2 expertise
7 successes.
is 2 more strikes, yeah?
Yeah, that's 7 successes. That's not what I needed to see. I'm only blocking 3 and a crit to a strike.
There's no crits to effect, so 4 go through.
That's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep, that's game.
All right.
Yep, Wrecker goes down. You're going to score all the points you need, and that brings us to the game. That is going to be a game for the imperial efficiency of stormtroopers. And right off the hop, man, like your stormtroopers and your snowtroopers were friggin' champs.
They
this
were
game.
absolutely all-stars today.
Yeah.
The fact that the snowtroopers made it all the way to your back point without activating.
Oh yeah, no, that was huge. That
was huge. They got to do so much in the way of scoring. They did decently as well in the way of dealing damage.
They were, your positioning with both of them were friggin' spot on, right? And you taking down my supports early on meant that I wasn't having them stop you from taking a lot of points.
Yeah.
Maybe I got a little blinded by this cluster back here. I'm not entirely sure, but
It was working out for you. You had some solid attrition into the second struggle.
Yeah, I had some really solid attrition. You got an excellent pull.
I did
like
have an excellent
you got an
pull.
excellent top deck there. And it's like, well, I got nothing to deal with this back here.
And then drawing the Shatterpoint immediately.
And then pulling Lando was just rough for me.
Yeah, the elite troopers really weren't doing it for you, so you put them away because you thought, okay, they're only realistically taking the snow troopers point, and then you got Lando, and that's just...
Lando was also only taking the snow troopers point, and that was the really unfortunate thing of things, because the elite troopers, sure, they could get over on this point, but I don't think I had the dance to take out the storms. It was the ISFs I wanted, right?
Yes, the ISFs would have been a great draw for you.
The ISFs, yeah, they were definitely who I wanted there. I think the other problem is I wasn't able to leverage the extra strike from the ISFs early enough, because they went very late in the first deck.
For sure.
Like, very late. I want to take a second. I'm going to go against the internet here. I think Wrecker's bad.
You were saying that off camera, how you feel like he's just really kind of integral to your games not going well.
I feel like every game I've played with Wrecker, and this could be that I misplay him, I don't know, but every game I've played with Wrecker, I feel like he has been my weak link, that he hasn't done anything I need him to do. And I have to, when I do things with him, I have to put a lot of resources into him. Like, to take the Stormtrooper Sergeant, I had to spend 2 additional force.
Yep.
To shoot him twice, right?
Yeah, he is kind of a force sink, especially in a list that's as force hungry as this one.
Yeah.
And as force starved sometimes.
So it was, I didn't feel force starved in this game, to be honest. I mean,
that's true.
I refreshed 4 force.
The first time through your deck, you drew Lando at some really nice times.
Yeah, like drawing Lando into the very end there was really nice. But honestly, like, every time I've activated Wrecker, I've looked at him and gone, you know what? If he was crosshair, I could do so much more.
Yeah.
In this game. I don't like Wrecker. I don't think Wrecker is very good. I think he's fine, but I don't think he's very good. And I think a lot of people like look at Bulldoze and just like, oh, this is amazing. They look at his innate ability of protection and steadfast. But I mean, protection really didn't do anything for him in this game. Steadfast didn't really do anything for him. You got the shoves off. There's so many things that shove on like 2 and 3.
Yeah.
That additional that the steadfast didn't really protect him.
It's nice that he gives it to people around him, but I find that bubble is sometimes very restrictive. And because you weren't going too heavy into the batch today, I don't think it was giving you like the value that it usually can either.
I'd never find value out of it anyway, to be honest. So yeah, no, I'm going to go against internet wisdom. I don't like Wrecker. I don't think he's very good. I think he's fine at best. To me, he's the equivalent of Rhino for MMCP. Like, he has a situation where he's really good, and then after that situation is done, he's just kind of there.
Yeah.
So
I kind of get that comparison.
So, which is unfortunate, because I feel like everyone else on my team actually... Okay, so the Elite Troopers, they didn't get to make any shots this game, because unfortunately the DTE was hiding behind an Elevation 2 rock.
Yes, which was... nice.
Which, I mean, if I'd been able to get that shot early on, that on one success, that would have been a pin on the DTE, which would have been amazing for me.
Right now, he would be dead because of that.
Well, it's not even that he would be dead. I might not even have to worry about him.
Yeah.
Right? Because he would have been pinned back there.
For sure.
So yeah, the Elite Troopers didn't really get a chance to do much of anything. But no, I think you won the game on your positioning. Like
yes, this was very strong for moving characters around and getting them onto points. And let's not discount that I drew a final crisis, or final struggle, where I controlled 2 points and...
that is true, but I feel you're also doing disservice to your own play on this game as well. Because
I think that Struggle 3 was kind of luck and drawing a Shatterpoint. Struggle 1, I feel like I had some very strong plays for positioning.
I think Struggle 1 was a really good one for both of us. I actually almost pulled it back a little bit there until, you know, just a rough... That was the other thing. Wrecker's thing didn't even take a point back from the DTE.
Yeah, that was a little rough.
So, yeah. Because I needed 3 successes to get a single shove through. Which is, no, I think your positioning game was on point this match, and I think that really took you to the win on this one. I think part of my thing is I wasn't able to leverage the ISFs as much as I wanted to.
Yeah.
And that kind of hurt me in the end there. Not getting the extra strikes on a whole bunch of attacks, which would have been really big, because everyone in this squad went really late.
Yes, yeah. If they were able to go earlier and kind of spread that Hask bubble, and really kind of lay that hurt on, like one more success on DTE might mean he's dead. One more success on the Snowtroopers might mean they died earlier. A few more successes on Thrawn would have been big.
Yeah, so like there's a bunch of little things that maybe if it just gone a little bit differently, but you know what? That's how this game kind of comes down to, right? And you had your stuff positioned in a way they woke up when you needed them to wake up.
Yeah.
And just sit on some points. And unfortunately, I was running out of options there. Like I had some great attrition there. Like that is amazing.
That's a lot of attrition.
That is amazing attrition right there. In comparison, like you've done 4 wounds to me. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 back?
I've done 4 back to you, but I also had a lot of damage on both Thrawn and the DTE, right?
DTE's alive on almost dead, dies to a strain. Thrawn's half dead. Like the attrition is considerable.
Yeah, no, it's like, and that's the thing. My attrition wasn't the issue. Wrecker was my Wrecker was my issue. I think the elite troopers also going down as quickly as they did hurt.
That was big. Yeah, them not getting to attack early and them not staying around.
They only scored the point once, I think, and then you took them out pretty early on, and that was unfortunate. The elite squad troopers continue to kind of be a weird point for me. I'm not quite sure how I feel about them.
I'm not sold on them. I don't love how backloaded their damage is on their tree.
They're like the 212th in that regard, right? But you bring them for the coordinated fire exposed.
That is big. I don't want to discount how big coordinated fire exposed is. The ARFs are a good model, but being able to take them down as quickly as I did and make that cost a force was huge.
Yeah, because like what, your stormtroopers went pretty early on and then you just double tap them. And,
yep.
Yeah.
It was DTE plus stormtroopers, I think.
Yeah, the DTE went in and did a couple points of damage and then the stormtroopers finished them off. Yep, that's exactly what it was.
Yep.
Because that was the other thing. The DTE also pushed this elite trooper off this point here.
Yep.
Which really hurt as well.
Yeah, that put him out of position and in a real rough spot going forward.
But either way, your team was firing on all friggin' cylinders, which was really great. It was great to watch a Veers stormtrooper list just kind of run the table.
Oh, they did so much stuff.
They did.
And we didn't quite get to it, but like by the point I was punching Wrecker, just being like, oh, if I can strain you, then it doesn't matter if I like do enough damage, because you either dash off and take the strain damage and die, or you stay on the point and die.
The irony is I switched off Boom to the other side, and as soon as you started attacking me, I'm like, I wish I was on Boom. For the recover. Boom
is weird.
Because that recover actually made a big deal. If I was able to get rid of that strain, because the other part of this is that if Veers failed to take him down, you bombard.
Yes.
And me being strained still means I'm dead.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying, yeah.
So, yeah, that strain was actually really huge.
Yeah, getting the strain on the stormtroopers allowed Veers to flip to his melee side and just really lay on the hurt.
Yeah, 4 successes for 7 is wild.
Yeah.
But
famous melee threats, Veers and Thrawn.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, what he does, he just summons in an AT-AT that just boots you.
Yeah, just...
It's like, where did that come from?
It's actually represented by flicking the model.
But no, this was a good game. Like I saw some weak points in my particular list and probably in my play a little bit. Maybe I was a little bit too aggressive with the elite troopers early on.
I don't know about that. Like you had them hunkered, you had them on terrain cover, you did a good job of like keeping them well protected. But I did put 3 attacks into them.
I should have kept the elite trooper behind the terrain.
Yeah.
Because that would have been 2 extra dice right there, right?
For sure.
And 2 extra dice might have been the difference between being pushed off or not. I think. No, you have a shove on 1.
Yeah.
But you shoved me twice. It would have been the difference of some damage.
Yeah.
I can't quite. Anyway, man, it was a very well played game by you on your part, and
I tried.
I think I got a little bit of tunnel vision on this game.
On the attrition side, or
not even so much on the attrition side. I think I got some tunnel vision on trying to like do something back here, but I'm not 100% sure on that fact. I don't know. It's hard. Like it'll come to me 3 hours from now.
Yeah,
like, I'll have a eureka moment and go, oh, if I had done this, it would have been a lot better.
I will say, Struggle 2, you kind of controlled your back points really effectively, and so the only thing to fight over was here.
That's true. Actually, you know what? That was probably my failure. I think I ended Struggle 2 a little bit too fast.
You think so?
I think I might have.
Okay.
Because Struggle 2 was very much in my control. You had guys slowly waking up, so I could have slow rolled it for an extra activation or 2, right? Maybe fished out some of my less than optimal activations, done a little bit more attrition onto you, which might have actually been a big deal.
Yeah. I feel like we say that a lot. If we had slow rolled the Struggle, it feels better. But...
So here's the thing. Whenever you're dealing with Republic units, I think you do want to slow roll a little bit.
The
Empire units, you mean?
No, Republic.
Oh, Republic
and I had
units,
two
okay.
Republic units in here, so I do think I wanted to slow roll a little bit, but yeah, it's hard to say. But either way, man, this was a great game. Had a lot of fun with it. Great to see Stormtrooper Supremacy, which is only going to get better as we go because we got the Shore Troopers and more Death Troopers
I'm so
coming
excited.
out. Just a shame that they're not coming out until May for us. I was trying to wheel and deal some Adepticon loot to see if I can get Krennic early, but it did not work out.
Drat.
Yeah, so, well, there we go. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the game. We'll see you next time. Happy wargaming.